That is up so loud.
Wah.
Don't whammy. It's a stupid soundboard. It's someone else's soundboard.
Wah.
Stop whining.
Oh, wait, no.
I don't have the shit pulled up. It can't be.
Well,
me.
hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast, the podcast dedicated to the service industry, the working world in general, and sometimes I talk about the military, and Tom talks about whatever the fuck he does.
It also goes out to restaurant workers and retail workers and all those other forgotten about jobs where we get stepped on all day long for no reason at all.
We get squashed.
And all we do is try our fucking best to be nice to people.
Yeah.
Because we have to for our stupid
I
jobs.
think most of us have a pretty good soul on the inside.
A sense of decorum, you could say.
I don't know what that means, but my name is Matt. Across from me is the wonderful Tommy Two Streets. Say hello to the good people. Today, I have a couple of interesting things to talk about. Would you like to hear?
I would.
But before that, I would like to... I'm doing so theatrical tonight. Before that, I would like to plug our socials. If you would like to email us, if you don't really do social media, we do email, which is fantastic. Sometimes people send us horrendous dick pics. Or really funny dick pics that are... the one had a leather jacket on.
It was a dick with a dick wearing a leather jacket. I still think about it.
Do you remember Kahunaville back in the day?
It seems like something I would see at Kahunaville.
Okay. So I have a little tiny leather jacket on a keychain that would fit perfectly around a penis.
That is so funny.
And it says Kahunaville on the back. It actually might say Big Kahuna on the back, which would be even better.
I think I need that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be the Big Kahuna.
Oh.
Maybe when I grow up.
Well, all you need is Vicodin, Adderall, and Viagra. You can be the biggest kahuna at the party. So if you would like to reach us by email, that is ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. You're spelled U-R, like the letters U-R. Once again, that is ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. And if you do social media, you can reach us on Instagram, which Tom is constantly checking to make sure that we still have 3 followers. That you can find us at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you to everybody who listens in and writes in and watches us on Twitch, which you can find us. We are streaming right now on my Twitch account. What's going on, all you Twitch viewers? At punk_rock_plastics PLASTIXXX. We're happy to have
Straight
you.
fucking edge.
Which we both are, which is very silly. Why are we still straight edge in our 30s? Will we ever get into that?
I don't think it matters to anybody except for us.
I think it matters. I think people want to know. People ask me all the fucking time why I don't drink.
Ahead.
I don't know.
well, there you have it.
I like being in control of my body at all times.
I agree with that.
I don't like being in an altered state of mind. I think that's why, and I've always been that way my entire life. Oh, my wonderful wife just walked in. Hello, my wonderful wife. How are you feeling?
Hello, wonderful wife.
She wasn't feeling very good earlier. She's going to take a COVID test while we're here live on the air.
Oh, that's silly.
But I think she's okay. I woke up with a very bad headache as well. I think that... How you feeling, baby?
Really stupid headache.
No. All right. Get some rest.
Good
I really
Eve.
can cook. For those of you who are just watching on Twitch and you don't have the soundboard there, Tom just played a squeaky clown nose sound. Wiki, wiki. I can't even do it. Hold
The
on.
soundboard is for the listeners.
Yeah.
Fuck the Twitchers.
No, don't
I'll say
fuck
it right
the Twitchers.
now.
Twitch is awesome.
Fuck all of you.
Twitch is amazing.
I'm just kidding.
Your sense of humor only makes people mad. It's not even like offensive. It's just makes people mad.
It's just infuriating.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just you.
No, it's not me. I don't think anyone on Twitch thinks that's funny.
Why don't you ask him?
Dear Twitch.
Meow.
Dearest Twitch, does anyone think Tommy Two Streets is funny? Oh! And Super Chris World, a.k.a. my friend Chris, is saying, Yo, Twitch is here! Thank you, Chris.
Nice.
We love you. Long time listener, long time watcher. Super Chris World, everybody.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
For those of you who like to go on Twitch, Super Chris World is my friend who plays retro video games, and he is on Twitch all the time. He's awesome. Oh, get over yourself, Tommy Two Streets.
Is this the Chris podcast or what?
He's asking, how's it going, fellas?
Well,
It's going a lot better now, Chris.
it goes well. Thanks, Chris, for asking.
Thank you for asking. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Can we address something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while?
What's that?
Okay, all right.
I've had
Here we
enough. No more, I swear. I promise. What's on your
Chris
mind?
is funny.
What's on your mind, baby cakes?
go. Okay, you want to know what's on my mind? I call this note the weak pee.
The weak pee. Go
So, do you pee in urinals a lot, or are you more of a stall guy?
on. Depends.
Depends on what.
Depends on if there's other people there.
Okay, so if there's only 2 urinals in a bathroom, will you use the second urinal if somebody's using the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Right next to each other. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
you
why
don't
not?
mind? You don't mind?
Real quick,
Yeah.
about that.
Sure.
I was at the Helium Comedy Club this past Saturday night, and there are 3 urinals there. And it was before the show started, and not many people were there. And some genius used the middle urinal
Oh, man. Power move.
with nobody else. Yeah, I guess he's like, well, I'm the only fucking person on this planet Earth, let alone this bathroom. I'm definitely gonna. I definitely won't have any company in here at all.
That is
'cause
what's called a Chad move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you know that?
No,
That's what the young people call
So
it.
I went right up on his right, and I
I thought you were about to say rear.
I took. Well, I started somewhere, but
Whoa!
I took it out, and I
You took it out?
Yeah, I had to go.
Your wiener?
I used the one on his right hand side, and I think he didn't expect that because he left shortly after, or maybe he was just done. I don't know. But to answer your question, yeah, I will use a second urinal if I have to just piss.
Yeah, me too. But do you ever get concerned that your pee is weaker than the guy next to you?
Is this like because the sound of their stream is like
He's
really
like
strong?
fucking sounds like Niagara Falls, and you sound yeah,
and mine's just like
yours sounds like a fucking broken faucet.
yes. I definitely get self-conscious.
I knew it. I wanted to talk about this. All of the men out here, or any male presenting people, when you go and
Penis
use,
owners.
yes, when
There
you
you
go
go.
up to use a urinal, do you feel self-conscious about your stream quality
Is
or
that just-
your stream noise?
That's just the sound. It's just I thought about this very thing probably a week or 2 ago. I swear to God, I thought about this.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think about it, but I'm the only one that'll bring it up.
Well, that's why we're breaking new fucking ground. And now, because of that awesome episode a couple weeks ago with our friends, we have hundreds of new listeners.
We do actually, yeah.
Hundreds.
That's awesome.
Not 100, multiple hundreds. I
Yeah.
was still blown away at that. So now we're going to talk about dicks. And they get to listen to it now.
Yeah.
How great is that?
Well, I mean, okay, so
I'm jealous of them that they get to listen to this.
So, here we go. Some words from the chat. Okay, Chris says, I just don't like pissing or shitting in front of people, period. Relieving yourself is a private thing. Well, Chris,
Duly noted.
I agree. It does suck, but I'm so used to it now from the Army, I don't even think twice about it.
You have no
But
choice.
But I know a lot of people, they don't like going to the bathroom in public at all. My mom is one of those people. She will wait till she gets home.
I like to avoid it, but sometimes you just can't.
Yeah, you definitely cannot in a lot of situations. COVID, I think, made people also just really scared to go into public bathrooms. Like, I mean, public bathrooms, and I will say...
Not my favorite.
No,
already.
Especially the men's room, I would say, because men are pigs.
We're dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs. Just straight up.
I always feel like I have to address the bathroom habits on this show.
Yeah,
I like to get into it.
No, so I was just thinking about like the difference, or like the fucking, I guess the the sociopolitics of people's stream sounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, some people could
Like,
have
you think Republicans pee differently? Do they pee sitting down?
I think they squeeze really hard to present that of a stronger stream for masculinity's sake. Their masculinity is so fragile that people probably do try to piss harder.
Do you think so?
Yeah, to get more bass in their sound.
Do you think they're taking pills to make their pee larger? By the way, hello Music Gaming 12 and hello JD Kara 85 with a sweet Power Rangers lightning bolt entrance. What is going on, you guys?
Jim Kara.
Nobody outside of Delaware would understand that
inside joke. That was my favorite kind.
Yeah. So
I don't think they're taking pills. No, I think they're just pushing hard.
I think some people do. You know what? I knew young guys that were taking dick pills like in high school, and I think that'll make your stream a lot harder.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Those art school kids are something else.
No, man, I'm telling you, guys are very concerned with... Oh, what's up, Jonas? Yeah, Jonas is my boy from way back.
His name is Jonas.
Yes, he's awesome. He moved to Texas
Carrying
a few years back, and I miss him. He's a great guy.
It's a Weezer song. I'm sure he hears it all the time.
Those are called prostate pills. Yes, thank you, Chris.
Poppers?
No. Prostate pills. I told you about did I ever tell the story on the podcast that I had gotten a prostate infection in my 20s?
No, but I know the story.
Yes, I had gotten it from an Epsom salt bath that I took, and it was the worst fucking pain that I had ever had in my entire life, and I've broken many bones. What is going on? We have 5 people watching right now. Could be worse. Yes, it could always be worse.
A lot of fucking things could be worse, dummy.
Uh-oh. I know dudes in high school who sell coke. Well, turn them into the police.
I don't think
now.
I don't think we need to read the chat in live time.
We sure do. We gotta hang out. It's nice. It's nice.
We are hanging out though. They are watching.
They're hanging out as well. That is what Twitch is. I know you don't understand Twitch yet.
I don't want to talk to them. I want to talk to you.
We are talking together.
You are talking to them.
I'm mostly talking at them.
I am ignoring them.
I know. Tommy Two Streets is mean, but that's what makes this fun. I hope for you guys in the Twitch chat.
God, he wants a good show. God forbid.
God forbid. Hand to God. He wants a good show. Hand to God.
What brought about this piss puzzle in your brain?
pee propaganda.
Yeah.
So at my work there are many urinals, and it's larger bathrooms where it's like a locker room mixed with a public bathroom. So there's guys getting changed all day long or stuff. We have pilots. We have people that are fuelers who cannot be within the same uniform all day. Do you understand? Like, because they'll get chemicals on them.
Yeah.
So you have to pee in public all the time. And I listen to different stream sounds. Sometimes my streams are different. So you can't help it. You're walking past people, and sometimes you hear it sounds like a balloon popped from like 3 stories up, and all the water's hitting the ground at the same time.
Oh my God.
And other times it sounds like you're bending the middle of a hose and leaving it in an empty bucket.
What a plethora of sounds.
I'm very pee specific.
A cornucopia, you could say.
So, and then you know what I've noticed. Sometimes you roll up to a urinal beside somebody, and then they can't pee until you almost are about to leave.
Sometimes I get like that too. I get piss anxiety.
You get piss anxiety, huh?
Just a little, yeah. No, anywhere. Sometimes I have a hard time getting it started.
See, I feel like it's work,
weird.
You enter into different realms with different rooms you go into. Because you enter into a bathroom, You have to have some form of understanding of, we all know what goes on in here. But then, and then whatever you do, whether you fart while you're peeing or you're having a diarrhea episode.
Do you laugh when you hear a pee fart?
I try not to.
I laugh every time. Every single time I laugh. Even at my work, there's only one urinal and 2 stalls, and if someone's if I'm using a stall and someone's at the urinal and I hear one, I laugh.
Yeah, I mean,
I give a little.
if it's somebody I recognize, like if they come in talking and they let out a huge fart, I'll laugh.
You're listening to people's streams close enough that you can recognize people's piss sound?
No. I'm saying if they're talking when they walk in and I hear that it's one of my coworkers I'm comfortable with and they're farting, I will laugh. But if it's like somebody who's pretty high ranking and they're just kind of older and they're farting while peeing, I don't want to laugh.
I'll laugh.
But they might get offended. You never know.
That's
you never
too
know.
Fucking bad.
The Army is the most place where people talk about how unoffended they get, and then
they're the most fragile.
And then you take it a little too far. No, they'll fuck around a lot with each other and they'll laugh. But
then you should laugh at a piss
they
fart.
take it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do laugh.
It's funny.
At a piss fart.
Every fart is funny.
Chris,
to a degree.
Chris is saying, I've never seen my hose as something you can bend, which I think is very funny. And he also says hello to you, Liz.
Hi.
She says hi, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Chris.
Colossus says, I've never thought this much about piss etiquette. Well, Colossus,
that's what Matt is here for.
This is what I'm here for.
This is his main goal today, I thought.
Yeah, the main vein, if you will.
I want to drain it.
So I do have a funny license plate this week. I will talk about my St. Augustine trip. I would like to share my license plate if that would be all right.
You do yours, I'll do mine, and then you do yours and go into your stories.
Okay, all right, you do yours first.
I saw Move It.
That's funny.
Moove.
Oh, like moo like a cow? Move it.
Move It.
That's funny. I love cows.
I saw Big Debit.
Uh-oh.
Bigdebit.
Okay, well Big Debit?
Debit.
Oh, I thought it was Big Debt. Okay.
No.
Tom, you have a friend in the chat.
Nice.
Hello, Chelsea Joe. What's up, fucker?
Hey,
at Tom.
CJ. What's up, girl?
Whoa. Hi, CJ.
We went to Richmond with Mel, and I went to Richmond with her this past weekend. I'll get into it. I'll get into that later.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, welcome.
On the way down, I saw UFO Nut.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, UFO.
By the way,
Nut.
I decided to get a vanity plate, and I will go over that with you in a little bit.
Fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I saw Gotta Love Me.
Oh, I like that. Okay,
GTLV Me. And then see if you can figure this one out. I did. IMASA5R.
I am a sasser?
I'm a SA5R.
Survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. Wow.
They're not going to
Don't we
give
have
up.
like a cool sound for that? Oh, brother. Oh, we don't. Okay, we don't. That was the wrong one. I meant to play like a.
That was exactly the right one.
Oh, damn it. Okay, that's the one. Well, I love that. I'm a survivor. Survivor. Okay, that makes sense.
And what was your funny?
So it's not that funny of a plate. We saw, okay, here's what makes it funny. So it was a bright red, brand new Corvette.
Great.
And yeah. and the license plate said, no money. And I thought that was funny because they spent it all on the Corvette.
Naturally.
So my wife and I,
was it brand new or was it just really clean?
No, it was pretty new. Yeah, I think it was brand new. So my sister got married this past weekend, but I mean, you guys can say congratulations. I know somebody, might say that in the chat, but here's the thing. So this was their third wedding.
No big deal.
They got married 2 years ago during COVID, and they had a celebration. They had a ceremony and everything. But it was still like social distanced. Then they had a second wedding.
When was the second one?
It was like 6 months later, I think.
Still during
COVID. So this was I think August of 2020, something like that. And then they had a second wedding for the husband's family. Her husband is Vietnamese, and they have different traditions that they have to abide by.
It's true.
Yes.
They do.
So
I was there.
Then you were not there. So then,
Not at that one. Different Vietnamese
oh,
wedding.
okay, I
Smart
got
ass.
you. Take it back. So then there was
Almost did a spit take.
So
There was a second one.
So then,
His family.
Last weekend was their third wedding. Now, their third wedding had a really big bunch of different traditions. They had to do tea ceremony where they offer up tea to the previous generations of couples that are married or just different previous generations. And so the wife and I had to travel to St. Augustine, which is a lovely city. We got to go to the Torture Museum.
The oldest city. I've been there. It's the oldest city in America.
Is it really? I didn't know that. I thought one of ours would be up.
Arya sure has a lot to say.
Yeah, I know. She's very talkative tonight. So yeah, we got to go to the Torture Museum. We didn't have enough time. I got this really cool hat in one of the Harley stores.
Did you go to Ripley's?
No, we didn't get to go to Ripley. We didn't get to go to any other museums besides the Torture Museum.
Enough. So would you say the third time's a charm for this fucking wedding?
I would say yes. The third time is the charm. It was a lovely wedding.
Do they need any more?
No, I pray no. But I was asked to be a groomsman in it, and that was very nice.
I would fucking refuse.
And I'm actually a groomsman in a wedding this weekend as well. It's it's wedding season.
Always with the weddings.
I know.
It actually is wedding
It
season.
really is wedding season. Chris says, Torture Museum, you mean divorce court? Chris, that was the most dadliest joke of all dad jokes I've ever heard.
Oh, brother.
He can't hear the sound clip.
No, but I can, so fuck him. Fuck.
And Chris says, congrats. I knew he was going to say it. I think he's fucking with me.
You think they're fucking greedy at this point with the weddings? Because I do.
I do think they're wedding greedy.
Jesus Christ.
So we go there and I get to see all this family I haven't seen in years, and it was nice.
Was your sister a theater kid too?
Yeah. Oh my sister is still a theater kid. She was a professional actress for years. You didn't
That's
know
why
that?
she needs 3 fucking weddings. Jesus Christ.
And all her friends are theater people too, so they were all over the top.
I haven't had nearly enough attention with this socially distanced wedding, so rather than wait, I think I'll just have another one.
That is true.
And then this year comes around, she's like, you know what? Destination wedding. We need wedding number 3. Need some more attention, please.
Lex,
Please
I love
give
you
me
so
attention.
much. You guys were troopers this past weekend. It was a
Troopers. It was their.
yeah, but they didn't sleep for like days and stuff. They were up. I know that's kind of what I did, but it was very nice. I got to see a lot of Florida people, which was interesting. Florida is just like the trash can of the United States, but I also love it.
I really like it a lot.
I do. I wish I could move there, but I cannot convince the wife to move there because it's a red state and it's,
It's a purple state officially.
A purple state. What does that mean?
It's between red and blue.
No way.
Yeah.
Florida?
Yes.
I never knew that. That's Delaware too, right?
Delaware is blue.
Oh, Delaware's blue? Okay.
Delaware's been blue for a long time.
Oh, okay.
All of our 3 electoral votes. I'm sure it matters.
There are
in the long
3
run.
electoral. Wait, how many electoral votes does Florida have?
Like 55 or some shit.
Jeez Louise.
Like over 50, I'm pretty sure. Ohio, Florida, and Pennsylvania are the biggest swing states in the country, and they have the most electoral votes. That's why people only talk about them in election season.
Chris says Florida is Ohio, but hot. I guess it kind of is. I've never been to
That's
Ohio. So,
Red.
oh, it is?
Ohio is very red.
Okay.
Where that guy was like, do you hate immigrants? Are you afraid of Mexicans?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Have you ever seen that commercial?
I was like, no, he's
I thought it was fake. It's real. It's this guy running for governor, and he does not like Mexican people. So I wanted to talk about. So yeah, we had the weddings, and we stayed in this super crazy expensive hotel that my sister and I guess the husband's family paid for. It was literally on the beach. Like you just walk out the back door and it's on the beach. It was insane.
So it's straight up beachfront. That's cool.
Yeah, it was nuts. And the Florida beach was very warm and it was nice. This was like the crazy, because we never vacation. I work constantly. As you can tell, we started our entire podcast about work because we're always working.
I don't remember the last time I took a vacation.
No, I don't remember the last time you did either.
And tour doesn't count because that's work, but 24 hours a day, not at home.
No. So I wanted to tell you about my brother-in-law, his mother is wheelchair bound for the time being. She has a good bit of health issues, and she fell. And her husband's been taking care of her very well. They're like the nicest people ever.
The fall is what put her into the wheelchair?
I think so. She's been having health issues for a long time. Fuck. But they brought her out on the dance floor, and it was lovely. Like they
brought spin her around or something?
No, what I was saying is they brought her out of the wheelchair for a little bit and danced, and then put her back in.
Scary.
But then they started like grabbing her arms and like flailing them up and down. And I turned to my wife, and I don't mean this in a, like, she looked so uncomfortable. I was like, Liz, look, that is straight up Weekend at Bernie's going on over there.
There's a line, and somebody crossed it.
That's what I mean. I was like, I don't think they should be. I think she doesn't want this.
No.
But she didn't say anything. I mean, I don't know if she could or what was going on, but I was like, I could not stop watching. They were just like, they had two people on like each arm, and they were just moving them up and down.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. It was hard to watch. But then, and she had this like deadpan face the whole time. I was like, oh my God, she looks miserable, and I felt so bad for her. But seriously, they were like this power couple, and her husband takes very good care of her. It goes to show you like what marriage, like as cheesy as this sounds on this podcast, but like it really does go to show you what marriage really means in the long run. Like you are just two companions taking care of each other later in life, and it was a nice thing to see.
Well, that's something you should probably get in mind before marrying somebody.
That is
that someday you're both going to be fucking old.
Yeah.
And one of you is going to have to wipe the other one's ass and take care of him and shit.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to take care of Liz.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because God knows you won't meet an untimely demise.
No, I'm living to 150. Somebody asked me that over the weekend. They said, because I said that. I said, I'm trying to live to 150. And somebody said, God, why would you ever want to do that?
Why?
I said, I want to watch the world burn. And then, everybody laughed. And then one guy went, well, it looks like it's. What did he say?
You got about 10 more years.
Not too far off. One of those older people jokes.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, well, whatever. The world's always been shitty.
I mean,
but you know what? It's been pretty shitty lately.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad lately. So what's on your mind, baby?
Let me think. That reminds me of something I just saw, an infographic.
Oh wait, I didn't even bring up our text conversation earlier.
What about it?
You were making fun of me for being a tired boy today, and I said it's because you're a sit-down boy all day. And you said, I've been a stand-up boy all the time. And I said,
I didn't say that.
I've always been I said, I'm a stand-up boy. And you said, yeah, you sure act like one.
I don't think that's what I said.
That is what you said. And I was like, yeah, because I'm a stand-up boy. I stand up at my job all day. I'm walking around. I'm climbing. I was upside down at work all day today.
What you said was, I'm super tired. I said, shocker. So we can just do our usual. You are a sit-down boy. I am an all-over boy.
I am an all-over boy. That's what I said. Yeah.
I said I was all over for years. I think you're just a weak boy.
And what did I say?
You said, I've been all over since day one.
Yeah.
And then I said, you sure are acting like a day one. like it's day one of being all over, like you never been tired before.
Oh, that's what that meant.
Yes.
Oh, see, that was a bad joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was dead serious. That's why it's not funny.
Then why are you laughing?
Going back to the holding doors thing.
Oh my fucking God! I wanted to talk about that today too. Go ahead.
You got into the
I'm so angry.
The sociopolitics of holding doors last week.
Yeah, it's shitty.
And I don't think it's that big of a deal.
It is. Stop holding doors. Stop holding doors for people. I've stopped. Also, stop saying bless you when somebody sneezes.
So, what do you do with a shopping cart in the grocery store parking lot?
I put it back
in the cart
return. Yeah. Sometimes I bring it all the way back to the store.
Why?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Why?
Why what?
Why would you do that?
Why would I do what?
Why would you return the cart to the cart return when you could just leave it in the parking lot?
You're a fucking asshole. You knew this would make me mad. Do you leave the shopping carts in the parking lot?
I'm not talking about me. I'm asking you a question.
Why?
Why?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Oh, much like holding a door.
No, it's not. Way fucking different. It's somebody's job to go and collect all of those carts. And it's super dangerous to leave shopping carts in the middle of parking lots because
is a hazard.
because they roll away and they dent people's cars. This has nothing to do with holding doors.
Have you seen the cart narc?
Of course I've seen.
He's
I
so
showed
funny.
you Cart Narc.
Oh man, he's funny.
I love Cart Narc. Cart Narc speed engaged.
You're being a real knucklehead.
Yeah, you're being a real lazy bones. Liz loves saying that. Or have you seen the guy, the JonTron thing? The woman who says definitely bones, definitely bones. And I'll send it to you. I don't know if you like JonTron or not.
I came to
Yes, common decency, Chris.
I came to a realization or an epiphany rather at the grocery store.
Okay.
Like if you're gonna be courteous enough to return a cart, although it is somebody's job to collect them that they are getting paid for,
Full on different.
it's not. It's courtesy. It's courtesy.
It's not
to the
just
people.
courtesy. It's safety.
It's courtesy to the people around you most of all.
Yeah, stop. No, holding doors is fucking annoying.
It's courteous.
You have to do the run up. You know what?
You don't have to do the run up.
I did because I had to fucking do it today because somebody very high ranking held the door for me today, and I couldn't just mosey on my normal speed. He was way too far ahead of me to be holding that fucking door, and he still held it, and I had to run up.
That was a power move, and he
No,
he domed you.
No.
He topped
It's
you.
because no.
Yeah, he did.
It's because
Enjoy bottoming that
because
Oh
because
my
people
God.
think they're being nice and they're not, and it's annoying. Stop holding doors for me. I promise you, all you good people out there, stop fucking holding doors for me. Stop holding them for each other.
I can't fucking believe this man.
Yes, Chris, you are correct about that. About JonTron, he definitely fucked up.
Next time, I'm slamming the door in your face because you'd rather it
Don't
that way.
slam it in my face. Just walk in and keep going.
I'll shut it.
If I'm right behind you, okay, push the door open and I'll get it. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that?
That's fine. Stop
Well,
holding.
This is fine.
It's far different.
It doesn't.
You won't stop holding doors open for people?
No,
Well, Chris.
I will not.
Well, that's what Chris was saying. I wasn't talking to you. Okay, you guys can have a full.
I'm with Chris. Chris.
Oh, you hated Chris 10 minutes ago.
Chris wins. You lose. You lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Well, you guys are a couple of door whores. That's all I have to say. You just want all that attention. Oh, look at me. Look at me.
Get nothing. You lose. Good
No
day,
one can
sir.
hear this
I
except
don't-
for everyone that's listening. But the
You
Twitch people
fucking-
cannot hear this. You guys want all that fucking door whore attention.
No.
Look at me. I did a good thing today. I held a door for somebody. Fuck you.
Well, I know you. That's why you only shop at Walmart because they have those automatic doors that you don't have to hold.
I fucking love automatic doors.
Me too. I gotta
Love
be
them.
honest. I love it.
It's not common decency, Chris. It's not. I don't feel decent about it.
It's not so much returning a cart is decency. Holding a door is courtesy.
Yes,
decency
I could
and
agree.
courtesy
I
are
could agree there.
Thank you.
But that doesn't make it okay.
W for me once again.
You know what else was courteous?
What?
I don't even want to say.
Ah, you forgot.
No, I didn't forget. I don't want to say.
Poor guy.
It used to be courteous to hide away your children and beat them so that other people didn't have to see them. That's also courteous. I just want you to know that.
The older I get, the more I don't give a shit about seeing or hearing kids. So, don't hate that idea.
Jesus.
Speaking of
You don't
which,
like kids?
I can't fucking stand.
You were a former child. Do you
I-
remember that?
And I was lucky enough to survive my childhood.
Oh my, here we go.
And
Tommy
grow
Two
up.
Streets, everybody. Grew up on the streets.
I grew up and became a person, and now I don't have to be a child anymore.
I wish you were aborted at age 11.
Don't think they would. I don't think they'd go for that. Like, yeah, you missed your window by about, let's see, 9 times.
Do you remember that?
About 99 months.
Do you remember that episode of that movie Grown Ups, where that kid is still breastfeeding, and you go, "How old is that kid?" And he goes, 48 months. That was the best line.
4
of the
years
movie.
old?
Yeah, yes, that's the joke. Thank you. Whoa, thanks, dude. People are loving our episode, by the way, where we interviewed our dancer friends.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was probably, I say this every time we have a guest on. It was probably my favorite episode today.
That was a good episode. We got to have more guests on.
We will.
Honestly, Chris, we should have you on.
They're on the books. Where is Chris?
Chris lives in New York.
Chris, when you come down...
No, I'm saying we'll have him call in.
Nope. No can do.
Why?
I'm throwing it away.
Throwing what away?
The adapter.
Why?
Because I don't want him to call. I want him to come through.
I want him to come all the way to Delaware?
Yep.
Chris is antisocial.
Well,
he
that sounds like a Chris problem. Not a Thank You for Your Services podcast problem.
Oh,
I'm totally kidding, but I would be happy to have him call in sometime. You know when we record, so schedule it. You know the guy. Do you talk to him anywhere other than Twitch?
Yeah, he has Discord also.
Cool.
Which is awesome.
Speaking of children,
yeah,
you know what else was on my mind?
Sure.
I scheduled my follow-up consultation for a vasectomy.
What?
This Friday.
Why?
Because I don't want children.
You really don't want kids, huh?
No. Damn. Never.
And Mel doesn't want kids?
Nope. Damn. Never has.
I want kids.
I've never in my entire life have I wanted them, and neither has she.
Wow. Interesting.
You know what I asked for my 18th birthday when I was 17? A vasectomy.
What? A vasectomy? Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I've not wanted kids for a very long time.
Oh, Chris is saying vasectomy. Fuck yeah.
Some people just get it. Okay. My buddy Chris has my other friend Chris has one. Uh-huh. My buddy John has one.
Okay.
And he raises the point where if you know you're not going to have children, it should not be put on the woman to do the birth control.
I agree there. I agree. Yeah.
Birth control is a hassle.
It is.
Birth control, like the hormones and the pills, can completely fuck up a woman's bodies and minds.
But there's a lot of women who get on birth control to regulate their periods. I mean, that's
a different thing. Some women it works very well for. Some it doesn't though.
Yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying.
right. Yeah, you're definitely right.
So in the case of simply for birth control, the onus should not be on the woman.
Yes,
because it's much easier for us to do something about it. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Vasectomy. Have you ever heard of the operation? Like I know all about it. Are you familiar with it? Rather,
I am. Yeah.
Well, if anyone is not, like, if you're a guy out there, also not interested in having any kids or any more kids, they simply, like, there's a tube that your swimmers swim through, in the back of your sack, that goes into your balls. All they do is cut that little tube, and then your swimmers don't go through anymore. That's it.
Yeah.
So you still...
Yeah, you're healed up in like a week.
It's more like 3 days.
Okay, sure.
According to the urologist that I saw before.
Blech, that's literally making my nuts hurt right now just thinking about it. I know it's not that big of an operation or whatever, but
it's such an easy... In fact, it's such an easy operation. They can do it in the exam room that you see them at on site. You don't have to be put under or anything. It's a local anesthetic. Just a little snip.
Mm-hmm. Let those bad boys escape.
And you literally, like the doctor told me, you sit on a bag of peas for a day.
Wow.
The next day, you limit your mobility, and then you're healed by Monday.
Holy cow. Mm-hmm. All right, well, good for you. Congratulations.
No children for me.
Cool. I hope it fucking backfires and you have octuplets. 8 different Toms. Toms.
Okay.
I can smell it now.
I smell the food.
Octotom.
Okay.
So Chris says you're spot on about the relying on women, the not relying on women thing. I think that is a very good point. That's a good way to say it.
It wasn't. It's not an original thought of mine. I will not take credit, but I will praise that gospel because I find it to be true.
So, how's work been lately, man? I gotta say, my job's been fantastic. I'm just very tired at the end of the day. It's very taxing physically.
Work's been pretty good, but I have something a little more personal to touch on before I talk about work.
I want to touch personally, yeah.
So...
Is this sad? I don't want to be sad.
No, okay. But it's very... I was very grown up this weekend, past weekend. As I mentioned before... Depending on how this goes, I might not keep this in the show.
Okay.
So it's that serious.
Well, the Twitch, everybody on Twitch is going to see it. Is that okay?
Whatever. When this past weekend, Mel and I joined our friend Chelsea in a trip to Richmond to see a friend of ours, and he was playing a show. So we went to the show, and we watched the first band, and then people started to fill in. It was a 4-band show on a Sunday night, so
that's cool.
Not great, but what are you gonna do?
What do you mean? Why is that not great?
Because it's a Sunday night.
Oh, because then you got to drive back 4 hours.
Late. So.
Oh wow, you look beautiful, darling. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Sorry, wife just came down, and she showed me her wedding her dress for the wedding this weekend.
Next one.
Go on. Yeah, another one. Yeah.
So the last band is playing, and do you remember a couple years ago? I was assaulted.
I do.
And I was beaten pretty bad by somebody.
Yes.
I'll say that and nothing else.
Yeah, I saw you in the fucking hospital. You look dead.
It was somewhere, and it happened 8 years ago this summer.
2015.
8 years ago this summer.
That'd be seven.
Last band is on stage setting up, and that guy walks in the room.
Whoa. Why?
He lives in Richmond.
Dude.
And he goes to shows actively. So
what the fuck?
He didn't make a beeline, but he walked directly to side stage so he could like stand in a good spot and watch the band about to play. So I was sitting like the venue had these like bleacher construct things on the side that were like probably like 2 feet off the ground, 2 feet out. Not very big, but big enough for you to get like a good eye line if you're shorter over people. I was sitting on one of those, and Mel was standing behind me, and I clocked him the second I saw his face, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I haven't seen him in 8 years, but I was like
7 years.
8 years. It'll be 8 years in a month.
No, 7 years. Happened in 2015. It's 2022.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Fuck. It is 7.
Yeah. You're a fucking accountant.
I can't account for time.
That's not the first time that's happened on this show, by the way.
Well,
simple math.
Look who knows everything. How does it feel to be God's favorite?
Pretty good. I mean,
anyway.
Wear my bras one boob at a time.
I see him. And I'm sitting down. He's standing not within arm's reach, but probably 30 feet away from me, side stage.
Yikes.
And my body, like, I feel my body fill up like a thermometer.
Like a fucking cartoon that you're about to blow your top off.
Exactly like that.
I know, I've been there before, but yeah, go on.
Not with heat, but with adrenaline.
Of course.
My body went all the way to the very fucking top. And Mel saw this happen. She clocked it too, and she was wondering if I saw him.
Yeah.
So she put her hand on the back of my head because she was standing directly behind me, and she started to rub my head, and I was like, my body was telling me to do one thing.
Yeah.
And it was going to be very bad.
Yeah.
But my mind told me to just go outside. So I looked at nobody. I stood right up, and I walked straight to the door, and I walked outside.
Whoa.
And then I walked.
Did he see you?
I think Mel. I'll get to that.
Okay.
I walked like a mile, and then I walked back, and then by the time I got back, the set was over.
Yeah.
So then, I'm shaking now.
No,
I was so angry.
I completely understand. Yeah.
I drank some water, and I talked about it to Mel and Chelsea, and I was like, I wanted to do something horrible.
Yeah, as you should.
To him, but I chose the latter. Wow. I chose to just blow off the steam. I just walked up the street in silence and then just walked back. In fact, I walked. The show was kind of in the cut, as they would say, in the city of Richmond, and I walked up the street to an area that reminded me a lot of that area of Maryland Avenue
Yeah.
Where if you walk just a little far, you're like, I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I walked back.
Yeah, man.
That's when I knew it was time to walk back. But I was thinking the whole time, I was like, man, I kind of wish I could have talked to him.
Yeah, you're a better man than me. I would have called him out and we would have gone outside. I know. It doesn't solve anything really.
My body wasn't telling me to do that. My body was telling me to take my metal wallet in my hand and bash him in the head until I couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I wish you did.
So
I wish I was there with you.
Like either way, looking at it a second time, I was like, man, I wish I could have had a conversation with him.
Like, why did you do this? Or what?
I don't because I don't want sympathy, but
you want answers, right?
Kind of. Like I've had
I thought he was banned from like everywhere.
No.
And why don't you take him to court and all this?
There's no case.
Why? There were witnesses and
there were no witnesses.
What?
There were no cameras. There's no leg to stand on. Detectives came to me about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it fizzled out because there was no evidence aside from me.
But everyone knows who did it.
Everyone essentially knows, but it's not provable in a court of law.
That's fucking... I don't know, man.
It's not provable in a court of law.
I bet if you question him, he'd fucking flip in a second.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't.
He's a little bitch boy.
You don't know him at all. I do.
Is he a little bitch boy?
No.
Why? What do you mean by that?
Just believe me, he's not. And I've already said too much, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
I got you.
But I will say that it was like the craziest, like, come to Jesus moment ever. I was like, I have to literally fight or flight.
Yeah.
So I chose the latter.
That's wild,
and
dude.
It was fucking nuts.
Damn, Chris is saying, damn, I'm sorry to hear what that happened, but that was very strong of you.
I guess. Maybe.
I mean, it was. You're better than me. Even if I got my ass kicked, I would have freaked out and fought. I hate that shit.
I was bothered about it for about an hour or 2 hours after that.
You did the right thing.
I mean,
because what are you going to do? You're going to attack this individual, and then everyone's going to go, well, why did this guy attack him?
Oh, also, that would have been a huge mistake.
Right.
Because he lives in Richmond.
You're in his territory.
I'm in his house.
Of course, yeah.
Surrounded by people who know him, who he knows, who are friends with him. No one knows me from a hole in the wall.
Jesus
I was a complete stranger. But all of that was out the window in that moment. So I just chose to fucking take a walk. And I'll come back to it another time.
Man, oh man.
If I see him, I see him.
Yeah.
But we will have a talk sometime.
I hope so.
I don't want an apology. It won't mean anything to me.
What do you want?
I want to know why.
Yeah.
I want to understand his brain in that time, that day.
I think you'll be disappointed.
Maybe, but that's not on. That's for me.
Yeah. I think the answer is going to go, because you were there. I think that's it.
I don't think so. There's more to it than that.
If you say so, I mean, you would know better than me. It was you that got attacked.
I do. I do know better.
But what do you think it was for?
I think it was a case of mistaken identity because something happened to him that day that he thought was my responsibility, and it wasn't.
Okay.
Somebody did legitimately hurt him and make him like whatever.
Sure.
And he thought that was me. So he took matters into his own hands and came after me for that rather than somebody else who might have done it or something. Because I was like I'm not going to get into the fucking details about this again, but still. Either way, it's fucking ancient history now. And like I said, if I see him, I see him. If I talk to him, I talk to him. If I don't, I don't.
It's wild, dude, that you say it's ancient history. I still get mad thinking about this fucking skinhead I got into a fight with almost 10 years ago.
Have you ever seen them again? Sounds like you haven't.
In ways. So they moved to a different state, and I won't say similar reasons. They are affiliated with a larger entity now.
The police.
No. Much worse.
The military.
No. But he
infidel jeepers.
oh God, I hope not. Not those guys. No, he just he's one of those guys that like to go to bars and say offensive things and like to fight and get drunk. And I'm a small individual, I don't know if you can tell from when I stream and stuff, but I'm 5'6", and it's taken me years just to get up to 135.
You're a short king. Don't ever question yourself.
I am a small person who I can take a hit quite a bit, but I'm small, I'm weak. I'm just like I'm strong mentally, and I can take a lot of hits, but I'm a small guy. If I get into a fight with a bigger guy,
don't discount yourself.
No,
more importantly, what the fuck's up with the like it was 10 years ago. You haven't moved on from it.
Yeah, because I hold grudges. Because I think people who do he started a fight with me, and I was a smart ass to him, like in the way yeah. no like in the way like he never would have guessed I was 5'6". Yeah, I'm small. I'm short.
That's why he looks so good on camera.
If he just kept saying insults to me, right, and that was fine. He was calling me like Jewish slurs and all this crazy shit, and and he just kept trying to make fun of the clothes I was wearing and all this shit, and I was like, okay, I don't give a shit. And I'm really quick on my feet with the comebacks, so he was getting mad that he didn't have good comebacks. So then as I'm walking away, he was sitting at a bar, and it was my band just got done playing, and we used to have these pins, these buttons with our faces on them. So I slid one over to him, and I said, okay, well, come to my next show. Here's what my face looks like so you remember. Come beat me up, because he was threatening me. And I said that, and I walked away. And as I was walking away, he threatened to rape my fiance at the time, my ex-girlfriend.
That's quite a threat to just pull out.
That's what I mean. He over and over again, he's going to rape her, he's going to do this and that. And that's when I did the same thing. I filled up with full anger, and I jumped at him, and I had everyone holding me back, and all these people screaming in my face that like it was my fault. And I was so angry, and everyone, eventually him and his fucking like buddy who was also threatening me, and he's a very racist piece of shit, and now he's of course affiliated with
cops.
No, I won't say who, but yeah, he's an asshole. So, and then I still get mad about it, because I go, yeah, I would have loved to have. I mean, even if he would have beat my ass, he was twice my size.
Doesn't matter.
But I wanted that fight.
Mm-hmm. So that's 10 years ago.
Thank you, Chris.
That's 10 years ago, and now what?
Now if I saw him again, I'd call him out.
Do you think he would remember you?
No.
I don't think so.
He might.
But there's a good chance he wouldn't.
No.
I think so.
Probably not.
I think so.
He's not a cop, Chris. Everybody keeps saying he's a cop.
Not a cop. Sounds like something a cop would want you to think.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's just a real piece of shit. I mean, when I got jumped at the Grange when I was younger, and nobody would fight me fair, same thing. It was like, I wanted that fight. And that's not fair. And it's not fair to you. And you really are a bigger man than me. I want that fight.
What's that grudge that you're holding doing for you right now?
I am fueled on anger all the time. I've talked about this on the podcast.
Do you think about that to like help you do stuff? Like
what? Like work out? Yeah, I do.
Or something.
I do.
You think about that guy?
I think about people like him. I've had multiple experiences like that where I wasn't able to get a fair fight. All right, Chris, have a good night, bro.
If you're channeling it into something like exercise, it's not the worst thing.
No, and I don't do drugs, and I don't drink, and I don't I don't do negative things. I go, people like this shouldn't be able to exist in the same world that the rest of us do. And I go, I'm going to be stronger than them. I'm going to work out. I know.
The sad reality is that they do.
They do. I know, you're right. And honestly, it's a predator-prey world, which I hate thinking about. I mean,
you think it's bad in this country?
Oh, it's way worse everywhere else.
Exactly.
Dude, I've been to other countries.
We've got it really good, man.
We sure do. I mean, there's a lot of shit that needs to change, but we do have it pretty good. Yeah.
It's building a mountain with layers of paint. It's going to take a really long fucking time.
Whatever that means. But yeah. What the fuck? A mountain with layers of paint. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. You ever think about that?
No.
How long that would take?
No.
Paint dries, you paint some more.
I don't want it to take that
taller.
long. It's not fair.
Exactly.
It's not fair to the mountain. Not fair to me.
It's not fair to you, or it's not fair to us that we have to live in this world with people like that.
You shouldn't
but
have to live
guess what?
I know. The sad reality is, and honestly, I'm very proud of you. That's cool that you walked away. I don't think I could, even if I got my ass beat.
It was pretty hard.
Even if I get embarrassed, I don't think I could walk away.
Me, even 5 years ago, I probably couldn't have walked away.
And you're a big guy too.
I am bigger than him
Physically.
height-wise.
Oh, height-wise. I mean, you got the reach.
I mean, but still, I don't know what he knows. He doesn't know what I
Right.
know.
Yeah.
It could be a nightmare for me if I do something like that.
Yeah.
I could end up more hurt than I was the last time, or
You could.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I chose the latter.
No, I think you did the right thing.
There's probably a lesson in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna fucking tout it because I did what I did in that moment, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, I think you did good. I wish I could be more like that.
Oh, like I was saying, about 2 hours later after that, I was in a not a bad mood is not a fair way to put it. I was completely shut down.
Well, you start contemplating life at that point, I feel like.
No.
Not like should I live or die, more
No.
like no?
No.
Oh, see, I start like what's the meaning of everything?
Nope.
Okay.
Opposite.
Okay, so yours was
I
like
was-
almost like a PTSD reaction.
I was void. I was numb.
Interesting.
I had my face was expressionless. Like Mel would talk to me and ask me like we were like waiting for food, and I'm like I'm 1,000-yard stare or whatever, and I didn't feel better until after I ate, and I laughed a little bit. Like we got back to where we were staying, we watched some stuff and laughed about it, and then I was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm great because I've got like I've got my mental fortitude, and I have a meal in me. I'm laughing. Shit was good.
And Mel was, supportive and everything all the way, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
1,000%.
I bet
She's a goddamn soldier.
See, like,
number one.
now, do you think she would be mad if you fought?
No,
No? Okay.
I think she would understand because we talked about it at length later.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
And I think no matter what happened, she would have been there. She's a fucking soldier, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
So,
well, I'm proud of you. That's an interesting story.
again, that was Sunday night.
Yes, and it's only Wednesday today?
That's right.
Wow.
Wednesday going into Thursday.
See, and I lose sleep for weeks over that stuff.
Wednesday going into podcast day.
I lose sleep over a lot of stuff, and I don't know how you do it.
I'm beyond it, man.
That's why
I'm fucking beyond it.
I don't let things go. I don't know.
It took me losing almost everything to learn how to let stuff go.
Yeah. I mean, you've almost died a couple times. You died once, right? I mean, technically, you
that's
died
correct.
once. Yeah.
That's correct. That's a story I'll get into sometime.
Yeah.
Probably, but
All right. Well, it's been an hour.
and I'm not even done talking.
Okay. What else you got on your mind?
Well, remember how we were talking about earlier? You said I don't take vacations.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember the last time I took
Yeah.
vacation. I took Monday off.
Oh, hey, that's good. Good for you.
Because of Sunday. And I'm so happy I did it.
Good.
I just fucked off and just tried to catch up on fucking rest.
Bro, I
Like-
only have one more day of work this week because we had off Monday for Juneteenth, and then we have
Damn
off
right.
Friday through Sunday. So I just work tomorrow. That's it.
Technically, I did not have off, but I took off.
No, that's
So,
good. I'm glad you took off.
And then-
you deserve it.
Monday, in a couple weeks, I'll have another 4-day week. That'll be cool.
Excellent.
No, like, when you go somewhere, like Richmond is I'd call it like 4.5 hour drive home.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
We got home at like 1 in the afternoon or something like that. Yeah. About
1 in the afternoon.
12:31 in the afternoon.
on Monday.
On Monday.
Oh, you stayed the night.
Yeah,
I see,
yeah.
I see. That was smart. Yeah.
And just the whole day, I could not fucking catch up on my rest. I had a migraine. Felt like shit.
Yeah.
But I'm so fucking glad I took the day off rather
Yeah,
than
you needed that.
soldier
shit, man.
through it like I did the week before.
And you got to hang with Mel all day and everything.
Yeah.
That's good. Dude.
Yeah, she had her
Real good.
she had her little thing that she did at like 1. Anyway, that is what was on my mind this week.
Oh, all right. Hey, thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah.
Very brave. Very nice thing you did.
Are you? I guess. I mean, pretty selfish. All I did was stuff for me. So.
Yeah, but well, not really.
Who are you working with this week?
Who am I working with?
Anybody special?
Did I talk about? Did I talk about last week the new people who are overconfident? I think I did. Okay. There's some stuff I just can't get into at this job that I would like to talk about. I'll try to beat around the bush.
Professionally.
People who put themselves in every situation to make you think they're important, but they're actually not.
God.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
They try to make it look like they're working, but they really just don't. They act like they know everything about what exactly is going on as soon as they walk up, like you needed them there the whole time.
I'll do you one better.
Sure.
The coworker who does that but doesn't do that and has to be caught up.
Yeah. So what's going on here? What do we got going on here?
The one who's not paying attention, where if they were involved
Yeah.
in the situation, they would know everything. Or if they paid attention even a little bit, they would know what was going on.
Yeah.
But rather, they're fucking 30 minutes behind. And
Yep.
keep going. I'm sorry.
That's it, man. I mean, I can't get into it. There is a person who everybody knows does this at my job, and yeah, it's rough. It's hard to listen to them talk. And they talk a lot. And I know I talk a lot, so not as much at my job, but I definitely talk a lot as a person. I can go on for hours about.
I got
certain
something.
subjects. Yeah,
I got something for those people.
Give me it. Oh my God, Tom. It was terrible. Jesus, stop playing that. God damn.
What? They don't need to. Anyway.
Oh my God. Everybody's been freaking out in Delaware lately about the new gun laws, by the way. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about
seen
this?
Yeah, exactly. I don't honestly know what the fuck's
What
going
is
on
with these gun laws?
But everybody at work, I honestly don't know enough about it. But and some of my really good friends. I mean, he knows, or one of my really good friends. He's been up in arms about it. I need to find out. Yeah, I need to find out more info because he's a very smart individual. So I would trust his word on something. But for me,
he's well read.
Yes, he's just he's been in the military a long time. He's a listener of the show.
Hey.
I would love to have him on to get his perspective on things. He's been in the military like his whole adult life.
Maybe another military episode in the future.
I would love that.
Dum dum dum.
And he's a great guy. I don't know enough about it, but I know everyone's been freaking the fuck out lately.
Well, if we don't know anything about it, why talk about it?
I just wanted to bring it up. I wanted to see if you knew anything about it.
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Oh, okay. I've never been a gun person. So, I own a gun, but
it's not going to affect me because if I want a gun, I'll just get one illegally. And then the gun laws don't affect me at all.
That was a good joke. Yowza! Okay, I think that's good. Yeah.
You don't want to ask me who I'm working with?
I thought you just said who you're working with.
No, I simply added an anecdote to what you were saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I anecdotally declined. I don't want to know who you're working with. I'm just kidding. Who are you working with?
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Eavesdropping coworker was back today.
Ugh.
This happened today, so it's fresh on my mind.
Ugh.
Speaking of not being caught up on fucking emails and paying attention, because eavesdropping hovering coworker was...
They hover too?
Yep.
That's even fucking worse.
They were eavesdropping and hovering around.
Well, you really hit the V in eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm. That's how it's said.
I always say eavesdropping.
That's not how it's said, though.
Eavesdropping.
Or spelled.
Ugh.
So,
okay.
They're eavesdropping and
Webster.
Hovering around, asking me questions while I'm trying to do the important math, which is not how many years ago something was, but rather how many dollars a customer or a few customers paid us.
Dollar, I barely know her.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So, she made me, she made me mess up a $9,000 transaction because it was like a 6-part fucking calculation.
Jesus God, $9,000.
Yes, this is like I said, this is the important shit, and they made me fucking mess up, and finally, like, instead of just talking to me, trying to get updated on something that they could just pay attention to the emails about, I was like, I'm sorry, I have to start over, and they were like,
you said that?
Yeah, and they were like, I'm sorry, I gotta, and I was like, yeah, in my head, I was like, yeah, you should go. You should go because I'm fucking working, unlike you.
Did you leave and go walk a mile?
No, I sat in my chair and
getting to that very sensitive story from earlier.
I restarted the fucking thing and started the fuck over because somebody couldn't help but butt in.
Fuck that.
And fucked me up. I hate it when people do shit like that.
Just let the man work. Just let him work.
I mean, do you have people hovering around you ever? In the military, I mean, you must have some supervision at the least.
Yeah, so you are constantly having to watch your back in the military.
Watch it like...
You have to constantly watch what you do. Especially in the civilian world. That civilians don't realize we are being watched by other military people all the fucking time. Unintentionally, but they watch you. So, okay...
Can you elaborate on that at all?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? I wanted to wait till next week to tell this story, but yesterday I had to go grocery shopping right after work. Just
touch on it briefly.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's you're not really supposed to wear your uniform out in the civilian world, but we have to wear it to work every day.
I understand.
So if I want to go get errands done, I'd have to bring a change of clothes to work, and I didn't yesterday. And I was like, okay, well, I have to pick up dinner, and I knew I had this week, plus a haircut I had to do at home, and I wasn't able to go any other night this week. So I was like, all right, I have to pick up dinner and groceries. So I hit Honeygrow, and then Trader Joe's is like right by Honeygrow, by Christiana, because now I work closer to Christiana Mall.
Yeah. So you're in your uniform this whole time?
So I'm in my uniform. Normally, if you just run in somewhere, it's fine. But I was like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? Go home, get changed. And I also had shit to do last night.
There's not enough time for that.
No, there really wasn't. So I was like, I got to go home, get changed, go back out to like Target or something by my house. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to run into Trader Joe's. So I'm trying not to make eye contact with anybody. Joel. Yeah. And I'm trying to just get all my shit. And this is a Trader Joe's I'd never been in before because it's a newer Trader Joe's. So I'm walking around and I don't know where everything is at yet because I'm used to the one I'm used to. So anyway,
you have to kind of
I'm
meander.
in my fucking uniform and I'm like, please nobody make conversation with me. Please nobody. And the problem is civilians don't.
The problem with walking around with that kind of energy is that it draws people to you.
Well, I know, but I was being very like, okay, in and out, but I had my uniform on.
How's your face look?
I'm clean shaven. I'm very, but I mean, my uniform's a little dirty because I do maintenance.
Do you look like you're looking for something, or do you look like don't bother me right now?
No, I look like I'm looking for something. I don't know, because if I have a mean face on, people are going to go, oh, soldiers are mean. If I'm too happy, they go, maybe that guy's faking being in the military. If you're too happy looking and they're like, oh, then somebody who is in the military who's in civilian clothes might pull you aside, and they might be higher ranking than you, and they go, Sergeant, what the hell are you doing in here in uniform? You are constantly being watched, and it's very annoying. You have to worry about that all the time. I mean, when you're on an active duty base, oh my fucking God, you are constantly watched.
So what happened? Did anybody pull you aside? Is this why you're bringing it up?
I was very lucky.
So you're just imagining this right now.
The gentleman at the register. I also don't want to talk to anybody. No offense to the public. I was in a rush, and you have to look great. You are representing not just yourself. You're representing, when you have that uniform on, you are now representing the entire army.
Yeah.
If you are mean to a child by accident, if a child's pulling on your fucking...
Hey, kid.
Jesus. If a child is pulling on your pant leg and they want to know... I've been out in uniform before, and kids go, oh, are you in the army? And if I'm in a rush, and I have to go, oh, yeah, man.
Shoot little kids like you overseas.
Jesus Christ, Tom. We do not. So, oh my God. But anyway,
That
the
was
gentleman
for
at the
me.
register, a young guy, he was very nice. He said, "Thank you for your service," and I was like, and like to that, like,
Listen to us every Thursday on
Yeah.
your streamer of your choice.
yeah, I know. I
Thank
should have
you,
told
young man.
So, and he was a nice kid and all, but I was like, and it's hard to explain to people because I don't want to be like, oh, it's not like I really rescue anybody or anything. I work
That's
on
not
helicopters.
for them to know.
I know, but it in your
doesn't
head.
matter.
If you know that, it's hard. You can ask any soldier.
This is why I would be a good soldier.
Why would you be a good soldier?
I would be able to shut that stuff off and be like, just in the moment.
You don't understand though. Once
No,
you
I
have
don't. I take
when you
that
have
back.
all that training,
I take
and
it back.
It's
I'd
in
be
your
a
head.
horrible soldier.
You go because no matter what you do, you'll even ask the guys and girls who have done the heroic things.
There's somebody
and
who's
they go,
done
"Oh
more
my
than
God,
you."
you're so yeah." They always think about, "Oh, there's somebody who gave up more than I ever had to give up." That kind of a thing. And me,
Mm-hmm.
like I say, I just work on helicopters. So when somebody says thank you for your service, in my head I'm going, God, I really don't do anything. I mean, like you do, but you really don't.
On the outside, you can just go, you got it.
I do. Well, I do. I go. Oh, no problem, man. Thanks. So, or I go, and
It's
he
nothing.
even chuckled because I think he was like, oh, this guy probably doesn't want to hear that. Like he was a nice kid about it and stuff. But that's the thing is like I don't want to go in uniform. I don't want people to know I'm in the army. I just want to go get my groceries.
Yeah.
But I had no choice at that moment. I had to get that, or I wasn't gonna have lunch for today.
Yeah,
So,
it's just one of those things, I suppose.
yeah, because we were on vacation and we didn't have time to go get groceries or anything on when we got back.
That's like the brave people who work at restaurants like Fuddruckers and stuff when they get like Subway.
Eat fresh.
When a sandwich artist is somewhere on the street in their Subway uniform,
Yeah.
and someone's like, some little kid is like, "Mommy, Daddy, look, they make sandwiches. I love sandwiches." And then the sandwich
I
artist
hate
is
the
like,
fuck wherever you're going with this. All right. Good night, everybody. This has been another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast, the podcast dedicated to the working world, the service industry, and what Tommy Two Streets and I just like to talk about, especially bathroom etiquette. You can reach us at Gmail
pissing and shitting and farting.
at ThankYouForUrServices at gmail.com. Your is spelled U-R, the letters U and R. That is at ThankYouForUrServices at gmail.com. And if you're on social media, you can like and follow us at ThanksForYourServices_podcast. And
On Instagram.
that is on Instagram. What did I say?
You said on social media.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Not
on
just any social media, but the Mark
On Instagram.
Zuckerberg's own
Meta.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Meta's own. Well, on our Instagram page, you can do things like give us a follow. We'll follow you back.
Yep.
You can see all of our updates.
Yep.
You can reach out to us directly, usually me.
It's always Tommy.
And the link in our bio in our Instagram has all of the platforms that this show is available on.
Sure does.
Such as Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Stitcher, and now Amazon.
And Twitch. Usually Thursdays,
You know what?
but
I'm gonna
That's what
add. By the time this goes up, the Twitch URL will be in our bio as well.
oh, thanks, man.
So you can easily direct people to us at ThanksForYourServices_podcast
That's great. All right.
on IG.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Once again, all of my Twitch friends, thanks for hanging out all night. You can go watch this episode whenever, and then you can go listen to it whenever. It'll be up next week.
Coming soon.
Yes.
These will be on
This,
YouTube.
On Twitch, it is live, but when you listen to the episode, it is not. So
We're gonna start putting these on YouTube because Matt is going to send me the files, and I am gonna do the thing, and they'll be up there forever in perpetuity.
most definitely. Okay. All right. Tommy
All
Two
that
Streets,
said-
it's been real. Good night, man. And good
been-
night, everybody.
Thanks. You matter.
Thank you for your service.